Our Urban Decay section. Our first clips of Urban Decay are 2 school fights that occurred in the same school within a week of each other. Let's just let them both rip. Oh no. Oh my gosh. All right, next clip.
That was a terrible first swing. Should have never taken that swing.
He was saying swing, swing. He's basically saying throw the first punch.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have listened.
Yeah.
He just went
He wasn't even looking at him.
thrown on the wall.
And then this one, that's a teacher on the ground.
This is the same high school within a week. Absolute chaos.
So as you can see, that's a teacher in his blazer.
Everyone gets A's though.
I don't know about that.
In all of my years of school, I've never seen one fight like that. And I've been to all kinds of schools. Like I went to a Catholic school, but there was some pretty rough around the edges kids that went there. It was like a school you go to if you get in trouble, kind of. And I've seen a few fights, but it was always like behind the school or at the park across the street. I've never seen in-classroom fighting like that.
That's insane because you're risking, like, as soon as you throw that punch or whatever, it's like a 5-day out of school suspension or whatever. And nobody cares anymore. The consequences don't matter because they can't fail you, exactly like we said. Or, swing. Where was this? Do you know?
I think it was like in Washington State or something.
One of them urban schools.
Yeah.
Because this is, the clientele there wasn't very helpful. Nobody was fucking doing anything.
Yeah. Next, the person steals all the iPhones.
Yep. And this is in a Palo Alto Apple store.
Oh, lovely. That's where Stanford is. Everyone's here to buy their phones like normal people.
This is Black Friday, by the way. And here's Double Mask Guy.
Different Black Friday.
There's thief number 2. Here's my favorite part coming up.
True Black Friday sale. Got your mask on.
Should we stop him or what?
Should we stop him? No, you'll get in trouble.
But yeah, the Apple employee ushering customers away from the shoplifters. And it's like, what are these customers gonna shop on? There's nothing on the tables anymore.
It's over. The store's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one guy goes, should we stop him? And it's like, no, you shouldn't. You might get in trouble.
Yo, and it's like
they're not going to get in trouble. You might get in trouble.
And these kids are like 5'6", nothing, 135 pounds. Like anyone could stop them.
And they have like the double mask and a hood, so they can't even see.
Stolen backpack. You see the tags on the one kid's backpack.
Yeah. So here I am paying for my iPhone every month on my phone bill like a fat fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And I could have just gone to Black Friday with these guys. Got it for free.
Yep.
If you steal a phone, I doubt you could even use it if you didn't buy it, right?
They have to be able to use it. Well,
like, wouldn't it be like, oh, like, where's your receipt or code or
so
whatever?
Is this all just dumb criminals wasting their time?
Who probably sell it to like a street rat for like $50.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, iPhone. And then now the street rat's got an iPhone for nothing.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can't imagine Apple just doesn't have a mechanism after, especially because this kind of stealing has been going on for years, right? We've seen them ripping them out of the cord thing for years.
When you rip them out of the cord things, it used to set an alarm off and go, rew, 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 rew. Now they don't do that.
Now they don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to alarm the customers every time there's a heist because it happens so often.
All right, next, you can be paid to be homeless in California. This is pretty good.
Where are you from?
Louisiana, Texas area.
How long you been in San Francisco?
Since June. If you're gonna be homeless, it's pretty easy here. I mean, if we're gonna be realistic, they pay you to be homeless here.
When you said that San Francisco pays people to be homeless, what did you mean by that? Do you mean that literally?
Yeah. I mean, I get $620 a month, dude.
From general assistance, or what'd you get? How was that hard to get?
Phone call, bro. Phone call. 200 food stamps and $620 cash a month.
Wow.
Forget about it. Why wouldn't I do it? You know, it's free money, dude. This right now is literally by choice. Literally by choice. Like, why would I want to pay rent? I'm not doing I got a cell phone that I have Amazon Prime and Netflix on. The cops told us this morning, like, oh, it'd be easier if you guys packed up in the morning. We wouldn't have to come out here. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, okay. And then
they pay him $620 a month. There's people who have families who work like multiple jobs, barely make ends meet. The costs are going up, rent is going up, barely making it by, who could 100% use an extra $620 a month and $200 of food stamps. Money does not go to them. It goes to these people.
Yeah. It's insane because I just thought about this. This is like moving to Florida during COVID, you know? Like, oh, there's no restrictions there. I can actually run my business. I'm going to have a good life. Who knows how long California will do this stuff. And then all the bums across the country are like, all right, San Francisco, they give out $620 and we get food stamps. Cops don't even care. So why wouldn't they move there?
Yeah.
And then San Francisco has the thing where they're incentivizing the homeless and the street rats to come, but they're disincentivizing taxpayers through the living conditions and through unsafe and property crimes, like the violent crime rate going up and then property crimes going up, obviously, because you got thousands of street rats where they want more than $620 a month. So they're actually incentivizing the street rats and disincentivizing tax-paying citizens at the same exact time. So, and we're seeing it slowly play out,
you get more homeless, then you get more federal funding, and then you can do more money laundering.
Ooh.
That's pretty much it. Like, oh, we have all these homeless people. They all keep coming here. We don't know why. We need more money from the federal government. Oh, cool. Boom. Here's my homie. Here go. Here's a contract. Here's a contract. Here's a contract.
Yeah.
Launder that money, never gets resolved. More homeless keep coming. More money keeps getting sent.
And then you in Anytown, USA are footing the national tax bill because they get federal money for it.
Exactly.
So.
And then you in Anytown, USA have to worry about any transactions over $600 on Venmo, and there's 87,000 new IRS agents coming to track all that. But, you know, that's what they're prioritizing.
Yeah.
No good.
But hey, he's got Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
So aren't you happy?
Why wouldn't I, bro? And it's like 100%. Why wouldn't you is right.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, and that's a broader topic about the government, right? Like the government, in my eyes, a lot of times really only has the power to incentivize or disincentivize certain behaviors, right? Mm-hmm. You know, like this, we reward you if you have a family and if you have a mortgage and you can deduct this and that and all of that stuff. And it seems like all the new rules and laws and everything getting written up is incentivizing shitty behavior. Yeah. And which is just a broad problem in the way the American political system works. This guy is obviously being incentivized to be homeless specifically in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. So here's the result. I don't have to wait and see how it's going to work out. I know where we're headed, you know?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's like, I guess the rest of you can live in this experiment you're doing, but...
Yeah, well, at least the crime's under control. Oh, wait.
Thank God.
Yeah, our next story.
Hey, at least there's not fentanyl on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
At least they didn't let all the pedos out of jail. Oh, wait. Literally our next story. What is the headline?
Exclusive, and this is a Daily Mail exclusive. It's frightening for society. Thousands of convicted pedophiles in California are being released from prison in less than a year for horrific acts, including rape, sodomy, and sexual abuse of kids under 14, DailyMail.com investigation reveals.
So this is like a George Gascon situation. And he's saying they're non-violent offenders, non-violent when they're like raping and molesting kids.
Yeah, lewd and lascivious acts with a child under 14 years old. And it's like the guy gets convicted in 2013 and then released in 2013. And so, and exactly like you said, one of the reasons that these people are getting out is Proposition 57, which is a 2016 bill allowing for early parole for nonviolent felons, which was supported by LA DA George Gascon.
So nonviolent is what they're categorizing these people.
Yeah.
And then the homeless people get paid to be there. Why is everyone leaving California?
I don't know, dude.
Understand.
I don't know. Must be racism.
It must be. We have to decolonize it.
Yeah. And so, it goes on to say, pedophiles are getting less than a year in prison times. And like you said, it's because that's considered nonviolent. And it's like, aren't these guys the most repeat offenders? aren't these the people with the true sickness and problem? Like, yeah, someone can get a job and then not have to steal anymore. The pedo is going to be attracted to what he likes, the pedo shit.
Yeah.
Right?
That's very true. They have repeat offenders. There's a list of them.
There's a law and a list so that you know where every sex offender is in your neighborhood because of this. They don't have that for murderers. They don't have a list for bank robbers. They don't have a list for, white collar crimes or whatever. They have them for sex offenders because they reoffend. And so it's just insane to me that that's classified as a non-violent when there's a human child victim. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, not good.
And hold on, just some of the numbers, just so that people know. It says more than 7,000 sex offenders were convicted of lewd or lascivious acts with a child under 14, but were let out of prison the same year they were incarcerated. 7,000 who got convicted and let out in the same year.
In one state.
In one state. Exactly. That's like
And all
insane.
the businesses are leaving. So, all the homeless people are heading to California, and all the pedos are getting let out of jail.
So you can basically double that number for people who did that and then got out in 2 years. They're only looking at the extreme data set here, in and out in 1 year.
That's so true. There's probably way more in and out within 2 years, or not full terms.
Exactly. That should have a 20-year sentence, but they get out in 4. And they're offending again, And this says it includes 365 pedophiles convicted of continuous sexual abuse of a child who spent less than 12 months in prison. So that's provable in court, continuous. And everybody else, they can only prove it once, but likely was continuous. Like think about how these guys operate, right?
Yeah.
And then so a lot of former prosecutors are like talking shit and saying it's insane and unthinkable, and yet nothing's being done. So.
Yep. We need to decolonize California, doctor.
Yeah. Doctor. How do we solve this, doctor? Do we give everyone an A?
All right. Next, they got the homie Wide Neck again.
Yeah, unfortunate. Sad to see.
The homie Wide Neck got again.
Yeah, wide-necked Florida man whose mugshot went viral, arrested again. And apparently it was like some stalking charges and some failure to pay child support. So I think he's got beef with his baby mama.
Yeah, and the stalking it was probably easy to point him out. Is that him right there? And it's like you see someone in the hoodie, just that's him.
Yeah, I'm 100% positive.
I know what I saw. It's definitely Wide Neck.
Officer, there's no way I could make a mistake here.
All right, last piece of urban decay. This is an international urban decay. In China, there's an urban living situation where a person pays $300 a month for an 18-square-foot apartment.
Yeah, this is in Hong Kong.
Look at that.
These are the coffin homes of Hong Kong. An estimated 200,000 people live in these critically tiny spaces. From sleeping to cooking, these coffin cubicles are flats which are divided into 15 120-square-foot apartments. One man who suffers from sclerosis pays $300 a month for 18 square feet, and the bathrooms are shared by at least a dozen other residents.
So before you get crazy and think that's bad, $300 a month, 18 square feet, the location is probably good. He's probably right in the factory.
Yeah.
He goes upstairs to bed, sleeps for 4 hours, comes back to work, works for 20 hours, goes to bed. You're only using it to sleep, probably.
Yeah, it's a little sleep pod. Location, 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 right?
He's right in the factory for sure.
Yeah.
All right.